Are you trying to upload code to a cheap ESP32 dev board that you got offline and you keep getting an error? It says something like a fatal error occurred, unable to verify flash chip, invalid head packet, possible serial noise or corruption. Failed uploading error exit status 2. Are you losing your mind? Maybe you want to take a giant hammer and smash your ESP32 dev board. Have you spent way too much time trying to figure this out? Well, hopefully I can get you set up, because the last thing you want to do is be frustrated about uploading code to your ESP32. You want to be frustrated about writing code for it, right? So let's see if we can get this fixed for you. Now, I'm going to make a couple assumptions, all right? I'm assuming that you've tried the easy stuff to get this fixed, all right? So the easy stuff would be you tried a different port for your USB cable on your computer. You know, just kind of switch it up. So sometimes that can just work. Also, I'm assuming that you've triple checked that you have the correct board selected and port selected for your ESP32. Now, sometimes it can be hard knowing which one to select because you've got this super generic ESP32 dev module, and it's rare that a vendor is going to provide any good documentation for the one you got. So that can be a little frustrating. For me, I find that ESP32 dev module works quite a bit, and the DA Vroom module will work as well. Again, it just depends on the one you've got. Sometimes you really have to play around. But you wouldn't be here if you tried those things and they worked. So what else can we do? Well, here's what I want you to try. I want you to go up to Tools, Upload Speed, and the default is usually set at 92/1600. I want you to go down one and select 11/5200. Now I want you to notice that this is a slower speed. So this is about 8 times faster than this one right here. So I want you to select this slower speed. And then I want you to click the Upload button. I don't know if this is the case for you, but I find, it takes a while to compile and upload code to the ESP32. So while you're waiting for this to try and upload, I want you to open up your desk drawer and pull out your handy chicken leg. And I want you to scratch the back of your ESP32 dev board with the chicken leg as it's going through this compiling and upload process. Now, hopefully you'll start seeing the upload process take place. And once this starts, you can pretty much know you're good. So I really hope you are able to get it to work and you're able to see this printout on the console. It feels so good when you finally get these things to upload, because then you can get frustrated the real important stuff like your code, Now, if you're still stuck, if this didn't work, I'm going to link in the description to some other troubleshooting videos we have on ESP32 that go along with uploading. Now, I just want to make a quick point. Part of the reason it's not a bad idea to get boards directly from Arduino or Adafruit or SparkFun or a company like that is because they have put a lot of work into the documentation of their boards, and you just do not run into trouble with those boards nearly as much as you do when you buy these super cheap clones from either Amazon or Alibaba or wherever. At least that's my experience. Now, if you want to learn more about Arduino coding and using fun microcontrollers like this, check out this video right here. It's going to get you up and running with Arduino. It's going to teach you about all the important stuff you need to know when you get started so that you can actually write code that does stuff you want to do. It's this video right here.